Bloomington, Indiana, the Little 500 about to get underway. Chippy Blackwell is the starter for this year's race. Tardy has picked up the speed in the pace car now. Here come the leaders, and they're getting the green flag from Chippy Blackwell.
All right, here we go.
And on the pole, of course, it is by Gamma Delta, and their lead rider is Scott Hunt. At this juncture, it appeared that Pi Kappa Phi was in the lead. However, Phi Delta Theta was up there as well, and we've had so many exchanges, it's difficult to read at this juncture.
Don, right now, I think we're looking at team number 9. That's Sigma Nu out in front. They haven't brought their bike in yet, but they are really out in front of the pack coming into turn number 2, and we look across and we see a Sigma Nu rider just about ready, and he is coming in for an exchange. So Sigma Nu is giving up the lead with an exchange.
It's it's interesting to note that this has been a very safe race to this point.
And it's also been fast. It's been very fast. We're averaging speeds almost up to 26 miles an hour. As these guys begin to get tired, their heads are going to start coming up and down, and they're going to start wobbling and on the side, and you'll be able to see some fatigue developing here real quick.
This is the 123rd lap as the Acacia team continues number 1. We are also seeing Sigma Nu right there with them, and a good number in the pack that are right there ready to make their move if anyone tries to break out.
Team number 10, Teeter Totano, has been very consistent all day. They're riding a great race, along with team number 3, Acacia, team number 1, Phi Gamma Delta, team number 5, Sigma Chi. I am really impressed with the Sigma Chi's right now. And team number 9, Sigma Nu, they're all there. And the Cutters, don't forget the Cutters. Team number 26, they are within the top 10, and they're all within about a second and a half of each other.
Why at this point would Sigma Nu want to break out with a rider that apparently is not fresh?
Well, what they'll do is they'll keep him out for a while, and then they'll make another exchange, and they'll try to just maintain this lap. And if the pack doesn't come and catch him, they're going to win the race.
Well, we have 12 teams on the same lap at this point.
Team number 9, Sigma Nu, is well out in front of the pack. Now, the pack is going to gamble here and think that they won't be able to hold their lead when they go in for an exchange, because nobody is making any kind of a move right now to catch him. And that's all there is to it.
Well, we have seen a spectacular race here this afternoon.
It's been a nice, safe one, too. We got Acacia, the Cutters, and Phi Gamma Delta on the track going into turn 1, and they are now chasing Sigma Nu. Sigma Nu coming in for a bike exchange, and this is what's going to happen. We'll see. The pack will now catch him. Watch.
And Sigma Nu with the lead, trying to maintain it. Here come the Fijis behind, but right now Sigma Nu did a great job with the exchange, and they've maintained a lead of about 20 yards.
We've got a slight lead now, but the pack is definitely going to catch him on this.
We also have coming up from the back, Sigma Pi is there. I'm not sure that they're on the same lap or not. They are not.
We have Phi Gamma Delta, the Cutters, along with team number 10, Teeter Totano, team number 3, Acacia. They're all in the lead pack, and they have definitely closed the gap now on team number 9, Sigma Nu.
But Sigma Nu appears to be starting to stretch it out once again. Apparently, the fresh rider is giving him some fresh stamina.
That's right, and we're sitting here right now on lap 196.
Well, Teeter Totano just made an exchange on the far side and lost a lot of ground.
They just put their star rider, Jeff Cole, a junior from Fort Wayne, on the bike. But right now, team number 9, it's Sigma Nu's race to win.
The riders continue with adrenaline flowing at this point, and of course they've made their final exchanges for the most part. We see very few waiting to make any other exchanges that are involved in the lead.
We're on lap 197 right now. We will be completing lap 197 when Sigma Nu comes around. I'm really surprised the pack has not made an attempt to go out after the Sigma Nu.
Sigma Nu has run an excellent race. They've been among the front runners throughout this race here this afternoon, and we have seen a tremendous race, and the crowd is really starting to get into it. Sigma Nu again has crossed the start-finish line. They've completed 197 laps.
It's lap 198. And Pete Nover starting to break out now to chase the Sigma Nu. We'll see if the Sigma Nu can hold it. There goes Pete coming out of turn number 2. We've got the Fijis, Phi Gamma Delta, and the Sigma Chi's right on his back wheel.
And Beta Theta Pi right now is in the number 3 spot.
Along with the Cutters, team number 26. They're all there. But can the Sigma Nu hold on? There are 2 laps to go.
And And certainly the race. Here's Nover. He is really putting on the pressure. He is coming up on Sigma Nu.
Nover is pretty much broken away from the pack himself, and he's going to run down that Sigma Nu if he can. Also, Scott Hunt now from Phi Gamma Delta breaking out from the pack.
And he's in number 3 spot right now. They, of course, won the pole position and have run a strong race here this afternoon.
Sigma Chi right behind him, as well as the Cutters in the lead pack. Nover coming up against with the white flag. He's got some traffic.
Less than a turn, however, and Nover is really putting on the afterburners, and we're getting the white flag. There it is.
Here's the white flag. Sigma Nu coming around in turn 1 down, but Pete Nover hot on his wheel.
But Nover appears to be fading just a bit. Sigma Nu has all that adrenaline flowing right now. All they've got to do is hang on to about a 60-yard lead.
I don't know if Nover can catch him, but he's turning on the speed. We'll see Sigma Nu. That's team number 9.
Their rider has done an exceptional job. That's Dave Nedeff, a junior of Parkersburg, West Virginia. Here they come. Sigma Nu is going to win it. The 1990 Little 500 winner, Sigma Nu.
We've got Acacia finishing second, and I think the Cutters are going to edge Sigma Chi for third, with Sigma Chi fourth and Phi Gamma Delta fifth.
Well, a bit of strategy there paid off, and Sigma Nu wins the 1990 40th anniversary race of the Little 500.
An amazing finish, unbelievable strategy, unlike what we've seen in past years, Don.
And look at the crowd start across the infield now to congratulate the Sigma Nu team, who is going crazy on the far sidelines. What a race we saw here this afternoon. One of the best ever for the Little 500. We'll be back and interview the winners of this race after this. Coming across the start-finish line, Sigma Nu, as they win the 1990 Little 500 here in Bloomington, the world's greatest college weekend, and what a race it was.
Don, Dave Nedeff just basically held off the pack, and basically a late charge by Acacia's Pete Nover, and they got themselves about 10 laps to go. They got into a lead after a bike exchange, and they stayed out there, and they gutted it out.
All right, let's go to the infield. Mike Piper has the winners.
Here's the man who was on the bike at the end of the race, Dave Nedeff. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's the most unbelievable thing that's ever happened to me my whole life.
You held everybody off at the end. Where did you get all the stamina?
Well, I knew that if I got it with 5 laps left, Mike had such an incredible breakaway. I knew I could hold it for 5 laps if our exchange was good. I got the bike. I just slowly built up my speed until I knew I could hold him off. At the end, I slowed down a little, but I was trying to see where the pack was in relation to where I was. I was a little more nervous than tired at the end, but I knew I could pull it through.
Okay, great. Dave Nedeff. Congratulations to Sigma Nu, winners of the 1990 Little 500.
So Sigma Nu celebrates in the infield here at the Bill Armstrong Stadium. Acacia finishes this race second, the Cutters third, Sigma Chi fourth, Phi Gamma Delta is fifth. Those are unofficial standings. The official standings will be posted the day after the race.
Just like the Indianapolis 500, tomorrow morning they'll have the official stats. Don, it's been a great race. I'm telling you, it was really exciting, and I am really proud to have been here with you, and let's do it again.
40th anniversary race here at the Bill Armstrong Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, the world's greatest college weekend, and what a Little 500 this was. Sigma Nu, the champions of this year's Little 500 race.